They say disability is never an inability, and disability can never be a barrier. I'm sure you have come across this statement or quote a lot of times, and from wherever you find yourself, from whatever you are doing. This is a quote from Dr. Iva Lover says that if they can't learn the way you teach them, then we need to teach them the way they learn. And this basically is how disabled or people living with disability learn in our society across the world. This is the Changemakers Voice Show with me and your Pondichi on and your Online TV. Let's take our quote for the week. We'll come back with more. You're warmly welcome back to the Changemaker Show with me right here on and your Online TV with me and your Pondichi. As we always do, we go to communities, go to places where people are doing something inspiring. And on today's episode is an inspiring episode. Mainly, we putting focus on a young guy in one of the universities in Accra doing so well in a space where he finds himself. Let's look at what he does, who he is, and when we come back, we'll tell you more.
Idris Mutawakil Bayor is a student of the prestigious Unimaki Institute of Journalism who is currently offering his mandatory national service at the Ghana Tourism Authority. He has a desired passion of becoming a lawyer, an Islamic scholar, and an influential communicator. Idris is willing to defy all odds to make his dreams a reality. He has an enormous interest in helping the marginalized who are on the streets in his little own way. As a change maker, Idris wants to build a school for these persons living with disability to give them the opportunity to benefit from the educational process.
You're warmly welcome back to the Changemakers Voice Show with me and your Pondinchi right here on your Online TV. I'm sure you know who our guest is on today's episode of the show. This is Idris from the University of Media, Arts and Communication, former GIJ. Idris, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Empower your
Very
world.
well.
Empower your
Very
world.
well.
So, Idris, you're warmly welcome to my show finally. I've gone back and forth with we having the interview, and today finally we are about to have the interview. So for my audience know a bit about you from the intro we put out there, but for the benefit of doubt or for them to know you better, who is Idris? What do you do? Where are you currently? And what are you into?
I'm Idris Mutawakil Bayor, a student from Unimark GIJ, currently doing my national service at the Ghana Tourism Authority.
Okay, so that's what you do
Yeah,
now. Okay. Okay, so Idris, where did you grow up? And then where are your parents?
I grew up in Medina, to be precisely, and
Okay,
my dad is late now.
sorry about that.
So my mom, I'm with my mom now.
Which school did you go to? Primary, JHS, and then SS before you came to Unimac.
I went to Persec Staff Primary School in Medina, that's Presbyterian. Then
Okay,
from there to the same school, we have a junior high school called St. Andrews JHS. Then from there, I did not get the opportunity to go to Persec because that's what I wanted to go, because since my childhood, I started school from the primary to JHS. I wanted to continue straight from there. But unfortunately, I did not get the opportunity. So I went to a private school called Unity International
that's
College.
with SS or
Yes,
JHS.
SS,
Okay,
the Unity International College in Adenta.
okay,
Then I completed in 2019.
okay.
Then in 2020, before the COVID, I applied University of Ghana, but I couldn't get it. I did not get it. So in 2021, then I said, let me try applying GIG. So when I applied GIG, I got the admission.
Oh, okay. So you would have been in UG rather
Yeah.
than Unimac,
Yeah.
but they didn't call you, you didn't get admission,
Yes.
and then you applied Unimac, and then you
Yeah.
got admission.
Yeah.
Okay, so and as we are seeing you based on how your hand is, one will ask, were you born with it?
Yes, I was born with it.
Oh, okay. And when growing up, I'm sure you had friends in the community or in Medina where you lived or where you have lived. People that you saw, your friends. I'm sure now you have come to terms with how you are.
Yeah.
But at a very tender age when growing up, How was the feeling like putting focus on how you saw your friends and how you are seeing yourself,
Okay.
or how you saw yourself at the time?
At the time, I said, who am I? Like, what kind of creature is this? But since all my friends are normal, and I'm the only person within my siblings having this challenge, so I asked myself, what is wrong with me?
Okay.
That's that's what came in my mind. But as time goes on, I said no, it's normal.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
creature of the God. It's the creature of God. So that's all.
How many are you in your family?
Um,
That's your siblings plus your
yeah,
mom,
we are five.
excluding your mom.
Yes,
So you have four other siblings.
yes.
What's your position?
I'm the second born of my father, but the
Oh,
firstborn of my mother.
okay. The second born of your father, but the firstborn of your
Mother.
mother.
Yes.
Wow, wow. Okay, so Idris, as you have told us how the feeling was at the time when you realize how you are compared to how your friends were and all that. But now I'm sure I've come to terms with it. Let's now look at your aspiration. So, when growing up, you are in Unimac, and Unimac is a communication school
Yeah.
where you do PR and other stuff and
Yeah.
all that. What was your aspiration, or what is aspiration? What do you yearn to become?
First of all, when I applied Unimark, I said to before I applied, I said to myself, I'll do three things. That first of all, a lawyer. Then, because I'm a Muslim, so I want to pursue the Islamic education to become an Islamic scholar. Then the last one is to be a communicator.
Okay,
So when I got the opportunity to come to GIJ, I said, this is my field. Let me put it together. So I started with the communication
okay. So you want to become a lawyer, a communicator, and then
scholar.
an Islamic scholar.
Yeah.
What's an Islamic scholar?
An
What do they do?
Islamic scholar is someone who understand the Islamic religion, who the same like us we are here pursuing education, the same thing an Islamic scholar too goes through. We have stages that we have the law, that's the Islamic law, the Sharia and other things.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's what you want to become,
Yeah.
and you still
Yes, I still hold
hold
that
on
part.
to that
Yeah.
passion
Yeah.
aspiration. Wow, see, um since you have let us know your passion and aspiration and your eagerness to do well in your space and not allowing your disability to be an inability, let's talk about education as a whole in terms of people living with disability. A lot of before that, do you think the government of the day has done its best in educating or putting spotlights on people living with disability in terms of educating them from where you sit as a student living with disability of GIJ
From
or
what
Unimac?
okay, from what I said, I would say the government have not really done well in terms of people living with disability because people are still facing challenges. Some do not have the opportunity to attain school and other things. Some too are outside struggling. Yes, that's what I will need to say for now. But as time goes on, I learned the vice president. He just said something last week that when he becomes the president of Ghana, there will be a free education for person with disability to enter into the university.
Okay. Okay, and how do you take that? How did you take that when you heard
When
it?
when I heard it, I said, "Oh, then if that's true, then let's all come together and support him so that he will bring this on board for people to also have their own share of education."
Good. With your submission based on how far the government of the day has done in terms of putting spotlight with the person living with disability with respect to education, that he hasn't done much based on what you are saying. If he's supposed to do something, what he's supposed to do, he's almost leaving office.
Yeah.
But um, anyone that comes to power that wants to do something, fine. Um, the flag bearer for the MPP, that's Bound Baumia, made mention after he just said
yeah,
that he will make tertiary education free for persons living with
yeah.
disability. What else do you want him to do, or any other party to do, with respect to person living with disability, in putting focus on their education?
As time goes on, they should try to make sure that every area, every aspect of the economy, not only the education sector, but any aspect, because we have, let's, for example, if you go to Accra Technical University, we
Okay,
have some,
ATU.
yes, they have the artisan side. So if that government can make sure that maybe people living with disability, some will go into the fashion side, some will go into other sectors, so that everything will be equal for them.
Oh, okay, so that they are also not left behind.
Yes,
Okay, I brought up this education with people, person living with disability, mainly because there are lots of persons living with disability in our communities that are, um, as sad as it is, are not doing their best. Uh, Find there are majority of them that are doing well in their later stage, but others, to a number of them, are also not putting up their efforts in terms of
education.
education. Um, the major reason that one person brings up is financial constraints and other stuff. You're a young person, you have gone through the mill from JHS, SS, in your university, Minimac, GIG, and you have aspirations to become a lawyer, an Islamic scholar, and a communicator. What do you say to the perception that persons living with disability, I don't know, first of all, do not put up their best? It could be financial constraints, other reasons could be there. But what do you say to these reasons that they are not putting up efforts to do something?
Okay, I'll use myself
Sure.
as an example. Growing up, because I'm from a family whereby if you don't become an Islamic scholar, you can decide to go out there and work, because we are from typically Islamic background. So if you don't become an Islamic scholar, you have the opportunity to go out and work. So one day I was there and I told my dad that, as for me, because all my siblings, some are gone out working, so I'm the only person behind. So I told my dad that, since I'm the only person behind, why won't I go to school and start something? Then I said, okay. So I started something small, small. Whilst in school, even though there's financial problem, like not really, but there's,
But
yeah,
there is.
yes. So whilst in school, I think around churches, yes, churches. Whilst in school, my mom, she's a trader. So when I'm close from school, I'll just go and help her. Sometimes I'll go out there selling what, maybe let's yes, selling something small,
And
small.
you also help her in
Yes,
selling.
yes.
What does she sell, and where does
Um,
she sell?
she sell this cloth, the Muslim dress. Yes.
Okay.
So
Where?
sometimes Nima,
Okay.
she have a shop in Nima. So sometimes from school, then I'll pick a car straight from Medina, then to Nima. Then I'll go and help her small, small. When we are on vacation, I would just come out from house, then start doing something small, small. So as, even though there is this financial problem, but the savings that I used to save this during vacation, that's what brought me to where I am today.
Today. I see. So, do you think, as you are telling me right now, in your case, you help your mom and all that, there's a bit of financial constraint at home, but
Yeah,
not too much though.
yeah,
So you do help your mom at work or what she does and
yeah,
all that.
yeah,
So, do you think, with the reason why other persons living with disability that are not doing so well, because I know of someone who is living with disability but has gone to school up to a certain stage and then no more. Fine, financial constraint may be the major reason, but for all you know, he or she may say that he doesn't want to go again or any other stuff. What do you say to that in terms of their eagerness also to be in school aside the financial constraints?
Yeah, I think maybe they should never give up. They should continue because even though there's this financial problem, but I think there are some NGOs around who also help people with disabilities. So if they can go there to sponsor, maybe if someone will sponsor them in terms of their financial capability, that one too can help.
Okay. When you talk of NGO and other non-governmental organizations that help other people, in your case, have you been assisted or helped by such organization
In my
with
case,
respect to education or something
no,
to do
in my
something?
case, no.
Okay.
It's because even though there's financial problems small in our house, but my my father, the late, and my mom and other family help us in terms of our education. Yes. So I don't there's no any NGO that helped me before. Since my childhood to where I am today, there's no any NGO that helped me in terms of my education.
Okay. So it's solely your family that
Yeah.
has helped you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's look at do you get stigmatized? Have you been stigmatized before, especially when growing up
No, I've never been stigmatized before.
during your school days?
No,
Okay.
because where I'm coming from, we are socialized. So I don't see myself to be different from other people. So every time I try to mingle with people that I think maybe they are good for me to move with them.
Okay.
So yes,
So you don't work with or you don't associate yourself mainly to people that you think they will look down
no,
upon you, but you work with people that will motivate you. But
yes,
even as I say, I know at times you might not necessarily know when you meet someone for the first time, especially you go to school
yeah,
for the first time, let me say university. So at times you come to level 100 fresher in the university, you might not know that this group of people or this person look down upon people and stigmatize them based on how they look. You might not outrightly know.
yeah.
So how do you get to know to not work with them?
Um, okay. When I came to Unimark, the first day I came to Unimark, like I think it's my attitudinal behavior. I will approach you first and ask you maybe certain questions, maybe if you can help. Then from there, then I'll start. As we are friends, I will start asking you questions that maybe you not even know why I'm asking you that question.
Oh,
Then
okay.
from there,
You,
then
you get to know.
yes,
And what
I'll
are some
get
of the
to know.
questions?
One is it's a jovial question. Sometimes I'll ask them, "Are you sure you want to work with me?" Looking at my situation.
Okay.
So that's the first. Then
What's the response from some of
the
them?
response is yes,
Okay.
because it's like because I'm the first person to approach them.
Oh, okay. You do
So
approach them.
yes,
Okay. So based on you saying that you said you have never been stigmatized,
yeah,
right? Good with your condition. And
yeah,
you know people, there's someone once again I met who's living with a disability. She said um people do stigmatize her when she was going to school and she gets or he get to the extent of beating the people who stigmatize her at her. What do you say to people who do that? Those who have that perception, those who embark on this discriminatory act, if I may call that
yeah.
way. What do you say to them?
I would say they should stop because we are all humans. Because it's not by accidental. Even sometimes it's by accidental, maybe accident or something.
Yeah.
But if the person is born natural with it, it's not. It's from God. So we should all leave it like that and move on.
Okay. Grace, what motivates you? What keeps you going?
What motivates me was my dad.
Okay. And he's no longer.
Yes, because one day he gathered all of us around. Then he said to us, we should pursue whatever we want to do.
Okay.
Yes, regardless
He
of
guided all the five
yes,
children
yes,
with the ones that he is not his, if I may
yes,
put it that
yeah.
way. And he
And tell
told you
us we should pursue whatever we want to pursue in life. Yes,
Okay.
so he motivates me. So one day I was there, he called me and told me, because he named me after my grandfather's, that is father.
Exactly.
So he called me dad. So he said to me, Dad, I want you to be like my father. That's my grandfather.
Exactly.
But I want you to be more like, to be ahead
Yeah,
of him.
exactly.
Then I said, what are his achievements? And they said, one, he went to school, but he got to a certain level. I think there are time there's this O level, A level.
Exactly.
So he got to that stage, but could not continue to university. But because he's from the Islamic background, he got the opportunity to a scholarship to Saudi Arabia to study this Islamic law and everything. So when he came back, he became like a role model in our family and the society. So he want me to be like him more
Oh, to do
than,
more what
yeah,
he has done.
yeah,
Wow. And I think with that you can do that.
yeah,
And we are hoping by grace we get to that height and then to also exceed that. So
yeah,
that's what you say keeps you going.
yeah.
So these are the words. So when your father died, did that in a way shatter that dream, or did it discourage you in a way? Someone who has sat you down to tell you, oh, do well, I know you can do it, be like my father, more like him, and all that, and God has called him. Did it discourage you in a way that the one you even told me is no more? Let me, has it in a way discouraged you?
Yes, in a way, yes. In a way, yes. But as time goes on, I said, no, I'll pursue whatever I want to do because I can't stop.
Exactly.
So I have to go. Yeah,
Good. With you being having the aspiration of becoming a lawyer, an Islamic scholar, and then a communicator, I'm sure you have a big heart. Also, you were telling me one time, if you remember,
yeah,
about your passion to help people, especially living with disability. Could
yeah,
you enlighten us on that?
yeah.
If you do still have all that passion,
Yes, I have a passion because if I'm coming to school around, is it airport area? Yes, you could see that some of the disability people beg, some to will be carrying water selling. So I said no. As time goes on, one day I will build an special school for them so that they will also enlighten more
wow,
as, yeah, as everything else, so that they will also do something in life. But this special school, I told my mom about this, so we've started something.
wow, you started
Yes,
something.
we started something with the help of my mom and other siblings. When I
Okay.
told them, they said, "Wow, it's a good initiative." So we
Eh,
started something.
sure, we want to understand this better together with my audience.
Yeah,
So, you said when you're coming to school, you meet or you see the person with disability
yeah.
at where exactly?
Around airport,
Airport area,
Shiashi.
good, begging and all
Yeah,
that, and you want to help them,
yeah,
and you helping them. You want to help them with respect to education, and you want to build a school where you will admit these young ones, and it's good. And you said you have started something. So what exactly have you started and you're doing?
what we've started is we approach them one by one, ask them what they want to do. So currently we have three, even though we've not, yes, we have three that they are young. They are three. So one, I think, from my Islamic background. So every evening we encourage them, like we have create a platform for them whereby they
WhatsApp
will,
platform, I must believe. Is it
no,
WhatsApp?
no, it's not WhatsApp
What
platform.
platform?
It's like a home platform that they will come to our home for
Okay.
us to learn the Quran. So that's where we started.
Okay. So the people that you have gotten now
Yeah.
are three people,
Yes,
and
three
they are all
people.
Muslims. Are
Yes.
they living with you?
No, they
They
are
are
not living with me.
they are living where they are living, and
Yeah.
then they do come to your house
Yeah.
intermittently to learn with you
Yeah.
guys. Okay, so that's what you are doing
Yeah.
now. Okay, and you were telling me or asked some few minutes ago about you are not really in a tight financial constraint, but although
No.
you go through a bit. So when you told your parents and your family that they welcomed it warmly and you have started something, how is it going in terms of the financial side, or they just come there to learn and then they go?
No, the financial side, we provide maybe something for them during a supper, like
Okay,
yes. So when they come, they will eat with us. Then from there, they will go and learn. So when they are done, then they will go back to wherever they are coming from.
I see.
Yes. So small, small. That's what we started small, small. But as time goes on, we will bring it broad. Like we
Exactly.
will expand it.
Definitely, definitely. The CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, he says that the beginning of something, when you have an idea or a dream and you start it as little, you may think it's small or it's nothing. But when you nurture it by believing in yourself and the thing and you work towards it, it will grow to become big. And when he started Facebook, he didn't know he was going to summon this huge crop of people around the world to gather on one platform and all that. But today, see Facebook and see him now. So I must believe that this initiative that I've started, that you have begun with 3 people, I'm sure very soon tomorrow is going to be a light to a lot of people who are disabled or live with disability, and
Yeah,
also to educate them.
yeah.
So you are still watching the Changemakers Voice Show with me and your Pundit, and we're having an intense conversation with Idris, a student and a service personnel at the Ghana Tourism Authority, and a student from the University of Media Arts and Communication, telling us his passion, aspiration, what keeps him going, and what he yearns to do with respect to helping persons living with disability in a community where we find ourselves. And want to find out, before we bring this interview to a close, also find out from you, based on your condition, do you do your do you do house chores, do you wash, or you have your mom does that for you?
Based on house chores, I do everything by myself.
When you say everything, what do you mean by
I
everything?
wash.
Mm-hmm.
It's only cooking because after cooking, maybe I'll just sit beside my mom or my sisters and try to help them. But after washing, I wash everything by myself. Unless maybe if, let's say, the cloth maybe is hard, that
Exactly.
one I can't. But if it's maybe soft or something, like I can just wash it in.
And you are
Yeah.
able to wash it
Yes.
well,
Yeah.
rinse it, and hang
Yeah.
it. Wow, what of sweeping?
Sweeping too. Yes.
You do sweep.
Yeah.
Wow. So you could say you can live on your own,
Yeah.
except maybe the food or the
Food.
cooking,
Yeah.
whereby you should be assisted
Yeah.
and all that. Idris, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I see myself in the next 5 years as someone who will inspire young people because even though I'm still in school, but there's more to achieve. Yes, there's more to achieve. So I want to believe that by the next, maybe by 5 years to come, what I want to achieve in life, I'll be able to achieve.
You're able to achieve.
Yeah.
I see. I see. So Idris, your final words. It could be word of advice. It could be an encouragement, specifically to persons living with disability or in general,
Okay.
and all that.
I would say my little advice is they should not be stigmatized. They should continue to do whatever they want to do in life. They should pursue whatever they want to do because, as the wise man King Solomon said, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So they should try to do whatever they want to do in life.
Wow. Wow. So you have just heard this from Idris, a student from the University of Media Arts and Communication, and he's currently having a service at the Ghana Tourism Authority. And he says that a Muslim, now as King Solomon said, wisdom is the beginning, and the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So let's do our best not to discriminate, stigmatize persons living with disability. So if today you are in good shape or in good condition and you don't have anything to to be sad of, and others are going through something, and you not encourage them, but you rather discourage them and be a burden and a dark person in their lives, I think it will be something bad to write home about. So let's do our best to encourage these ones that are doing something inspiring. As you could see, Idris here is having an enormous passion to help persons living with a disability in educating them. And I think it will go a long way not to help only our community, but our country to go as far as we want to go to. You have gotten to your voice and power segment. Let's go and watch this short video to motivate us. I will come back with more.
There is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you. There shall never be anyone like you. Therefore, know yourself. Be yourself. Authenticity is everything.
You're warmly welcome back to the Changemakers Voice with me and your Pondinchi. We are still here with Idris, a student from the University of Media, Arts and Communication, and a service personnel from Ghana Tourism Authority. And we have an intense conversation with him. I'm sure he got motivated by the video he just watched. We have gotten to the Changemakers Fun Time. This is a time you have fun with our interviewees, ask them tricky questions, and then play around with them. But most importantly, we learn together with them. Let's take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll find out how smart Idris is, and I'm sure he'll not disappoint us. We'll come back with more. You're warmly welcome back to the Changemakers Fun Time. This is a game, if you may call it a fun time, where we have fun with our interviewees to also make the conversation that we have had with them interesting. And Idris, we're going to play a short game. Are you ready for your game?
Yeah.
I'll ask you some riddle question and then you give me answers to it. So the first one is so riddles affiliated with media, in connection with media. So I'll describe something and you mention the app or something. So the first one is I connect your phone to wireless networks wherever you go. I will stay online on the move. What am I?
Google Play.
No, and then you have three chances. So you have said one, left two. So let me read the question again. The first one is I connect, please listen well. I connect
Okay.
your phone to wireless networks wherever you go.
Okay.
Wireless network wherever you go. I help you stay online on the move. What am I?
Yeah, I said Google Play, so this one I don't. I think it's either mobile seller.
Okay, wrong two. Yeah, last chance.
Um,
Should we help you?
yeah.
Okay, so the answer is cellular data or mobile broadband.
Okay.
Yeah, so you connect your phone to wireless networks
Sure.
wherever you go and then help you stay
Okay.
online. The
Okay.
second one is I will let you make payments with just a tap. Buy stuff online, transfer money, and more. No cash or cards needed. What am I?
Google Play.
Google Play. Google Play.
Google
No.
Pay.
Google Pay. Good, good. That's good. So I have Google Pay, Apple Pay, and then mobile payment app. So the third one is I help find what you are looking for on the web. Just type in keywords and I will search the internet for matches. What am I?
Google search engine.
Google search engine. That's good. Then the fourth one is I'm a video conferencing app that became very popular during the pandemic for virtual meetings. What am I?
Mm, Google Classroom.
No. Google Classroom is correct, but that's not what we have in here. So let me read it for the last time. I'm a video conferencing app that
Okay.
became very popular during the pandemic. I know the pandemic, that's
Yeah.
COVID
COVID.
19 for virtual meetings. What am I?
Zoom.
Zoom. That's good. If you weren't able to answer, I'll let my audience come and beat you here right now. And the last one is I'm a social network where you post status updates in short, 140 characters best. What am I?
Um, Twitter.
Twitter. That's good. That's good. And Idris, I guess he was able to prove smart and was able to answer correctly four of our questions that we asked him. This is the Kingmakers Fun Time, and I'm sure you had fun here as well from where you are seated watching us. Let's take a quick breather. We'll come back with more. You're warmly welcome back to the Changemakers World Show with me and your Pondichi, where we go to communities, we go to places where people are doing something inspiring, people that are having stories to tell to motivate you, just like what you heard from Idris as his condition where he's living in, he's yearning to do or cause a change in his community. And that's what this project is all about. We go to them, interview them, find out what they are doing, and then we motivate them for them to keep going. And it's unfortunate this where time will allow us to have a discussion with Idris here and all that. Before we leave, Idris, we want to encourage you and tell you that whatever aspiration, passion you have, don't give up.
Okay.
Don't look down upon yourself. Whatever
Okay.
it is, know that you can be able to achieve it. And as you are yearning to have a school or build a school for persons living with disability, I'm sure definitely you'll be able to do it if
Yeah.
you put your mind to it. And
Yeah.
with such a person, I'm sure you'll be able to do it. So
Yeah.
we are telling you in the Changemakers World Show that you can do it and
Sure.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep up.
Oh.
Yeah. So guys, this is where time will allow us, as I've said, to have an interaction with Idris, a student from the University of Media Arts and Communication, and currently having a service at the Ghana Tourism Authority. What are you doing? What are you stuck in? Are you disabled or are you living with any form of disability? Don't discourage yourself. And if you are one too that stigmatizes people that are living with disability, be mindful of it that whatever condition you are living with that you think is normal, anything can happen. So when you see someone or you have a friend that is living with disability, welcome the person with encouraged words, with smiles, and anything possible you can do to help the person feel free or welcoming around you. For more information, you can log on to our website on www.andyourpon.com to read other stories and also get interacted on the go. And you can also watch other episodes of this show, the Changemakers Voice Show, on our YouTube page and your online TV, where you can get interactive. If there's anything you want to also learn, let us have it in the comment section below. Let's meet next week for another interactive conversation right here on your online TV. Bye bye for now.